Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of proportional and non-proportional graphs. This is standard 8.5F in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 36 of the 2025 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we have a basic equation and we see that it is in our slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. And we need to find a true statement. And two of the statements describe a non-proportional relationship. Two statements describe a proportional relationship. So first, we need to figure out is it proportional or non-proportional? And then why? Because even if we get that, we still only have a 50-50 chance of guessing unless we can solve the other part of the statement. So let's take a look at our equation right here. Y equals 1/2 x minus 0.5. So we see that this negative 0.5 is in our B position. That means it's our y-intercept. And we have our 1/2 in our M position. So M equals that 1/2. So what does that mean? Well, let's do a quick sketch and we can see what we're talking about here. And I'm going to sketch just a coordinate grid here. And I'm going to do it with halves. I'm going to kind of skip a line and I'm going to do halves simply because, look, my slope is 1/2 and my y-intercept is negative 1/2, 0.5. So it's going to be a lot easier if I were to put halves in there. So this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and so I'm just going to make this 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll do the same over here. All right, so we actually know a lot simply because of our y-intercept. So when we have a y-intercept, that means that our x is 0 because it intercepts the y-axis at that point. So I can actually plot from this negative 0.5, I can plot this point immediately. So 0, comma, negative 0.5. So we're going to add that right there. There's my B point right there. Now, if I want, I can add a table of values and I can plug in, values for x. I've already done an x of 0. I could do an x of 1, an x of 2, an x of 3, or you can just evaluate this slope. So let's bring this down here. When our m equals 1/2, that means it's our change in y. Remember, it's our change in y over our change in x. Okay, that's what our slope is. And so that means that every time it goes up 1, since it's positive, it goes over 2, also since it's positive. If either one of those were negative, it would go down or to the left. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, now remember my scale goes by half, so I have to go up a full 1. So up a full 1 goes here, and then over a full 2 goes there. So let's get that right there. And I can go up a full 1 again to that 1.5 and over full 2 right there. I can go down 1 to that negative 1.5 to 2, negative 2.5 over here to 4. All right, so I've got a line that I can connect. And if I just wanted to kind of do it like that, there's my graph. All right, so let's evaluate this graph. Is it proportional or non-proportional? Well, we need a definition. Proportional means it includes the origin. So if it includes the origin, it is proportional. And then if it's non-proportional, it does not include the origin. Well, the origin is right here, and we missed it. And we actually could have told that just anytime you have a y-intercept, that means it's not going to include the origin. So it is not a proportional relationship because it does not include the origin. Now, which of these other two statements is correct? Because the 0.5 is the solution? Well, I did plug it in, and it does work. Or because the slope is a fraction. Well, slope as a fraction doesn't mean anything. That just tells you that the slope is going to be kind of shallow. So that's not really going to help us. But yes, negative 0.5 is the solution. My answer is A.